Hello. So got another statue. This one is XM Studios Sandman. It's pretty nice. I hope. I've seen the pictures and I really liked it. Um, so in this video, I'll do the. I guess this is the quick unboxing part. Just skip to the other part of actually taking out the shipping box. Um, Most people don't want to see that anyway. As you can see, there's a lot of small parts, so it's gonna take me a while to take everything out of the box. But so you know what's coming in this video, will be me putting this statue together. Quick look at the print, look at the Spider-Man number 4 comic book, which is the first appearance of the Sandman. It's also the origin story. And then we'll do I guess, in-depth look at the statue and some close-ups. And this is what's in the box. Much like what's in the picture, it's what's in there. I just need to unwrap everything. So I'll take a quick break and I'll start putting this together. Wow, looks very big. So before we continue with the statue, let's just take a quick look at the comic book. This is my copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 4. And as you can see, is the origin and first appearance of the Sandman. William Baker. Uh, this is like a mid-grade, I guess, issue copy. Still looks very clean, very nice. It's one of the first ones I ever got. As usual, I'll just put some pictures on the side so you can kind of compare and see what he looks like in the comic. And that print right there and the statue. So if you don't know about Sandman, um, well, like I mentioned, his name is William Baker. He was a criminal, and the story is pretty much on that Spider-Man number 4. So if you can read it, or maybe even watch the movie, it's if you watch Spider-Man 3, you're gonna see a lot of it. You know how he became Sandman. But briefly, it's just like he escaped prison. He was running away from the police, and he ended up in this area that had some nuclear testing and some sand around it, I guess. And during the test, um, I guess his body merged with the sand, and that's how he pretty much became Sandman. And that's basically his superpower, that he's a Sandman, so he doesn't really die, I guess. And he can control the sand as well, so he can, you know, transform the sand and control the sand to make like weapons and stuff like that. Um, Actually, I'm watching the movie right now, and that's the part like when he's in this some kind of reactor, and he's turning into Sandman, and that's the police going after him. And he basically merged with the sand and becomes a Sandman. So in short, well, one note in the movie, you're gonna see him referred to Flint Marco. That's his alias. His real name, I guess, is William Baker, but in the movie, you see him referred to as the other name that he uses, Flynn Marco. And if you've seen the movie as well, you'll see a little bit of the story about how Uncle Ben got killed, and he was the one that supposedly accidentally shot him. So it's a pretty good movie. The comic is really nice. I believe the second appearance of Sandman is with the Sinister Six on Amazing Spider-Man annual first number one. Yeah, actually I should have brought that book here. I have one copy. I'll bring it back later. But yeah, that's basically it. That's a little bit of the history of Sandman. And we can go back and continue with the statue review. Now, continuing with the statue review. Already put a couple of the larger pieces. This piece, it's pretty heavy and goes all the way here. And then this larger piece also goes on the back. And there's this little pieces that just go on top. There's also a piece here on the back that just goes in there. It's pretty simple. Instructions are not really needed. You can guess where they should go. As I was saying, it's a very large statue. It was very, very well done. It's one of the statues that it's very dynamic, and the base needs to be, I guess, as big as it is. If they try to take some shortcuts and make Sandman just like a smaller, like, I don't know, like Mysterio, whatever, wouldn't have come out nice at all. You have to have all this sand around and make it look very dynamic. And let's see here, there's a different angle so you can see how it goes all the way around. So let's take a look at the portraits first. They're very well done. I'll have them side by side here so you can compare. And as usual, I take all the videos in 4K so you can see all the details. Wow. I don't really have a preference on this one. Both of them look pretty cool. This is the sand version. And this is the regular version. And once again, them side by side. Very nice, very nice. Okay. He also comes with the regular arm, I guess you can call it, hand that looks like this. Very well done as well. You can see the details. And then also comes with the sand version of it. So let's put together the sand version first. And that'll be the head. And this will be the big hand. So it should go in there. Goes in there. Wow. I mean, it's a big statue, but when you put a big hand there, it becomes just like huge. I'll post the dimensions below as well, so you can see. Now this is supposed to be the other arm. Wow. It just looks huge. I'm actually gonna have to move it to the other side of my display so I can display the other way. Yeah, it's very nice. I like the way they did the sand. Let's take a closer look at the base so you can see what the sand looks like. Wow. Really cool. Again, that's the sand texture. I mean, it looks pretty much like real sand. Look this way. That's basically the back of it. Which still looks pretty cool. This is looking forward. Wow. No, I may just display like this. If I don't put the glass doors on my display, I can just have the hand sticking out a little bit. Oh, by the way, this is my copy of Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1, first appearance of Sinister Six. It's also graded 6. It's very nice. And I believe this is the second appearance. I mean, technically there's an appearance between Spider-Man #4 and Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. But on the Amazing Spider-Man series, I believe that's the second appearance of the Sandman. Okay, so that's how he looks like. And I'm gonna take a quick pause here and switch the pieces so you can see what it looks like the other way. Wow. So I changed the pieces, so now you can see him in I guess, his human form. Looks very nice. Of course, it's a lot smaller. So, for some of you that, may not have the space, this is another option. I mean, it looks very nice as well. And there's nothing to say you cannot do a combination. Maybe put the sand portrait with just one of the sand arms and then one human arm, or vice versa. Let's just take a closer look here. Wow. Because you see, you still have the sand effect on the back going around, him kind of controlling the sand. Let's turn around so we can. Wow. That's the back. Turn around again. I like they did the sand, some of the sand on his body. Very nice touch. And this is the other side, which I don't think many people are gonna be displaying like this, but it looks pretty much like the print. Yeah. And just again, side by side. Very nice. So yeah, that's it. I'm very happy with it. I haven't seen many Sandman statues on this scale, but it's definitely one of the best ones. I cannot imagine doing something much better than this. I'm very happy with it. So just, actually, let me stand back here so you can see how it compares to the other statues. By the way, this is, if you haven't seen my other videos, this is the statue display that I'm in the process of building right now. I don't have all the statues there, and because it's not done. Just got that black carpet yesterday, and I cut it, installed it, but there's a few more pieces that I need. So I haven't put all the statues there. As far as the LED lights, I ordered the LEDs on eBay for the top part, but I haven't received them yet. So that's why I'm just using the bottom part. But you can get an idea, like as far as size. By the way, that Venom is not an XM Studios, it's a Prime 1 statue. The other ones are Lizard and Electro, they're XM Studios. And in the top I have Morbius, which is a custom piece or fan art, what they call it. Very nice. So well, that's it. Once I finish the display, I'll post a video. So you may want to subscribe to the channel or just follow up in the next few weeks if you want to see how I built this display. It took me a while, but I'm very happy with it, so I can actually display the larger pieces. So well, that's it. Let's final look. And again, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, just put them below. Thank you.